that the light we're looking for?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, good evening. I call this meeting of the Trophy Club Zoning Board of Adjustment to order at 6 p.m. Dallas time. As a point of procedure, the first case number ZBA 25-001, 2 and 4 Troon. The applicant has requested to withdraw their application. No action is required. A copy of the email from the applicant has been distributed to us. So if anyone's here for 2 Troon, we're not having it. Okay. Are you out? Oh, okay, well, have a good evening. Stay warm. Okay, well, again, they pulled it. It's not being presented. They're working it out, I guess, right? That seems to be that's the scenario. Okay. I was going to make a comment about turning off phones, but since it's only us, well, I don't think we're not going to be interrupted by a phone. If anyone would like to speak to the board on an item that is not listed on the agenda, please fill out a public comment form and hand it to Alicia. If you would like to speak on a public hearing item, an opportunity will be presented at that time. The board is not permitted to discuss or take action on any presentations made concerning matters that are not listed on the agenda. Okay, with that in mind, we go to number 2, regular item number 2, case ZBA 25-002, 47 Sonora Drive. Conduct a public hearing and consider action regarding requests made by Michael Conklin for a variance to section 14.02.156 F6, depth of rear yard in the R8 single family district regulations of the town zoning ordinance to allow for an attached patio cover in the 20-foot rear yard setback at 47 Sonora Drive, Trophy Club, Texas. Time being 6:02, I open the public hearing. Staff report, Mr. Matt Cox, you have the floor.
All right, good evening. So, if you recall back in December, our last meeting, we actually had a case almost identical to this one. It was 8 Pin Oak Court over on this side of town. So, yes, Mr. Conklin, they came in just like what we like everyone to do, come in and give us an application for whatever they're going to do, and not just do it and get caught. So, yes, 47 Sonora, they submitted application to do a little remodel addition on the back, and we looked at it and said, you can't. So, just like the one in December, so they've got a 20-foot setback, and they've got a 10-foot utility easement right off of that rear setback, and then he actually has, and I think I've got this on, but I know it was in your packet, they've already got a concrete slab sitting there. And so it is a little bit of a unique lot. So if you're familiar with that area and that curve, the state didn't do them any favors on that sound wall. You can almost see where they were trying to save money on that curve. But Mr. Conklin, and then I believe the neighbor just south, they've got those very, very short backyards, and then everyone else, it just gets bigger as they go on. So he is requesting to be able to come out. We've got the exact numbers and feet on there, but for us on the building and the construction and inspection side, what we're mostly concerned on is these easements. And so the post that they show where they're going to put in is plenty feet, out of sight of that easement. It's a drainage and utility easement. We do know there are utilities in it, so we have had some cases over the years where it's an abandoned easement. Okay, put something. If we get those checks from AT&T and Encore and Atmos, and they say not only is there nothing in there, we will never put anything in there. We can have that as an abandoned easement. So we do know there's things in there. Also, because of that sound wall, we would like some distance to be able to, unfortunately, there was never a wall maintenance easement put in place, but that drainage and utility easement gives us that 10-foot space, go in there, paint, do work on that wall whenever that we might need it. It's R8, single family, and they do have that 20-foot setback. Public hearing notices were put out, they were published. We also sent the notices out to all the residents within 200 feet. Up to today, we haven't received anyone in opposition, pro or against the Conklins doing this. Staff does recommend approving of this variance and encroaching into this easement. And with that caveat is that on the inspection side, we will make sure that when we come out, first inspection on these projects is typically the post inspection. So they'll dig the hole, they won't even set the post in. We're looking for the depth, and we'll also tape measure, just make sure that they're within. So we do that with all projects. And then after that, we'd have final inspections. The applicant is here as well, if y'all have got any questions for him, and then if you've got any questions for me. I've got a few slides showing. Again, they came in ready to just submit a stamp approved or make some changes or whatever and then move forward. So he's been very patient. It's been, over Christmas and New Year's, it's tough to get these meetings together. So, and with that, I'm here for any questions and then a discussion.
Any questions?
I'm assuming this is an open-sided structure, so it's really just posts and roof, so
Yes, sir, it is.
integrated. Okay.
Building off that point, how do we ensure that future applicants don't enclose it?
You cannot. And so you can't, okay, let me say that.
Can't do it under,
Right,
Yeah.
if he moves out, somebody else moves in, the next thing you know, it's enclosed. We've got probably hundreds in town that of something that has happened, you don't always see in the backyards. People don't pull permits or whatever. Again, the big concern for me is trying to make sure that people aren't putting something permanent in a utility easement, because if Atmos or Encore come through there, they have the right to tear it down, and it's up to it's the homeowner's expense. So we watch that very carefully.
Is that kind of information put on the plat? So a new owner would know?
When they go to sell,
Yeah.
the new survey would show this structure on there. Just like the survey currently shows the actual concrete pad, it would show the attached structure on there. They don't have the room to do a detached. There's no place to put detached. And honestly, looking at the plans, it looks a lot better attached and tied into the roof, same color shingles,
any further questions for Mr. Cox? I see the Conklins are here. Would you like to make any comments? Oh,
Why don't you close the public hearing, and then we'll be able to have back and forth
Okay.
discussion.
okay. Time being 6:09, I close the public hearing.
All right, now you can open it
Okay.
for discussion.
Now, open period for discussion.
Board, I appreciate your time. Do you have any questions directly for me on the project before? I appreciate the time. My wife and I, we moved here in 2013. I don't know if you know anything about me. I've been serving this community since basically 1999. I started as a Roanoke police officer, and back then, for those of you that have probably been around a long time, it was one officer per shift, and we backed each other up. So I basically worked in Trophy Club too. And then in 2001, I came over and, as a Trophy Club police officer, worked my way into the schools as an SRO, a juvenile detective. And then in 2008, the school district brought me over as part of their security department. So I'm actually head of the security for Northwest. And I just come to you and say, we are part of this community. I've never done anything like this before. I just knew there was a process. Matt's been great. It's some paperwork and some checks, and I just hope you consider that we're wanting to do this the right way, attached, and we've been waiting to do the roof for over a year to do this, and so we're kind of excited about it. So I hope that you can give us some grace and understand that we're just trying to do it the right way. So thank you.
All right, thank you, thank you.
Thanks for your service.
Good point, good point. Okay, board discussion. Any comments?
I had one question,
Okay, sure.
Mr. Conklin. So, assuming the structure then goes up ahead, is there any plans, because I mean, you've got a limited space back there anyway, is there kind of a next step on from that, or is this kind of it in your mind?
Maybe a fancy grill. I mean, that's,
Go with that.
yeah, I mean, it's with the wall back there, when the sun goes down in the evenings, we should have in the summertime, it should be shaded pretty early between the covering and the shade. So we just want to enjoy the outside space, really.
Thank you.
Good question. Anybody want to present a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve case ZBA 25-002 for an attached patio cover and a 20-foot rear yard setback at 47 Sonora Drive, Trophy Club, Denton County, Texas.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Oh, thank you. All right, call for a vote. All in favor? Aye. Aye. There's none opposed, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy your patio, and I guess be considerate to your neighbors when you're building.
Oh, you're welcome.
Absolutely, enjoy it. Looks amazing.
I was on your side of the fence in Plano.
Yeah.
I had to fight Plano to put a patio cover up, so I feel you.
I'm not allowed to, otherwise I would have.
Okay. Have a good evening, stay warm. Thank you. All right. Next motion is to consider the approval of the December 5th, 2024 Zoning Board of Adjustment meeting minutes. Did everyone see them? I got them here if you didn't. I think we all got copies, right?
Everything looks good.
Yep.
That was a long meeting.
Yeah.
A motion,
Yeah, it was.
Do I have a motion?
motion to approve December 5, 2024 zoning board of adjustment meeting minutes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, call for a vote. All in favor? Aye. Time being 6:13, this is a record. I adjourn this meeting. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.